Hi, and welcome back to Armchair Pundits. Today, it's a bit different. We're all in the same place for the first time. Hi, Daryl. Hi, Leon.
What's up, peoples?
Yeah, all good.
Good to see you in person for once.
Yeah, for real, though.
Yeah, nice to be all on screen at the same time, in the same place. So when James starts talking about his infinite midfields, I can slap him around the head and say, get realistic.
Listen, we lost in it, so the midfield talk will come up. But this week's a bit different. We're just going to talk about our teams in the FA Cup. So it'll be a quick one. So as my team lost, we'll start with your guys. Because I don't want to talk about us again. So 3-0 victory. Kane didn't even play.
Yep, it was surprising, I have to say. Well, I didn't expect that.
He needs a bit of a break, innit? So
yeah, I guess so, but I would have thought FA Cup, you start him, give him a break afterwards. Greavy's record was there for the taking. Preston North End. Usually he nets well in the FA Cup against lower teams, but obviously Conte thought give him a break, rest him, and yeah, it didn't even have to come on in the end. So that's good. It's good. It's good for Kane to get that rest, and I suppose maybe looking to the future, maybe seeing what a team without Kane could be like. Seeing how these rumours seem to be flooding around about and the contracts in Manchester United. So yeah,
he's gone, man. He's going.
He's going.
He's going, man. He's going.
18 months.
He's going 18 months, man. He's letting that contract run down.
Well, he's come out and publicly said that.
That's because
he has to.
He's a nice guy. They always say he's a nice guy.
He's got to look good. He's vice captain, whatever. He's like Tottenham's homegrown guy. He doesn't want to look bad, but I think he's going, man.
Well, if you're talking about looking bad, we obviously had a conversation off camera, and you said you could see him potentially doing a Sol Campbell.
When I said that, I didn't mean joining Arsenal.
No, okay.
I mean leaving on a free transfer.
Yeah.
Because realistically, he's done his service. And obviously, from our perspective, he didn't cost anything. He's come through the ranks. He's basically done most of his career here. He doesn't really owe us anything apart from getting us a trophy because he hasn't performed in the finals for us. But like in terms of his service to the club, he doesn't owe us leaving for a big amount of money. It boils down to business whether Levy wants to let him go in the summer or run the risk of him seeing that as contract, seeing if we can win a trophy in the 18 months that he's got left, and then just saying, cool, you won a trophy, you can do what you like now. You're in your 30s, so just see if you can win a trophy. But anyway, we weren't even supposed to move on to Kane, but...
Would you be vexed, though, if he left on a free?
Nah,
not anymore. Nah, to be honest with you, I think...
He's done enough time, man.
I feel personally, the club did him wrong when he had the chance to join City. I think he deserved the opportunity to move on and go and be successful and win stuff at City, and they took that away from him, regardless of whatever they say. We all know it's down to Levy. Leon's right, it could be a case where Levy thinks, well, you know what? He hasn't cost us nothing, so if we lose him for nothing,
doesn't mean anything.
Because I think Levy would rather keep him and appease the fans, rather than let
make
him
him the bad guy.
60, 80 million, depending on what was left of his contract.
We're not going to be able to buy anyone that's going to give us anywhere near the same amount of goals. We're just not. Like, Kane's come around once in a generation. Let's be honest.
I think the only worrying part for him would be at 31, going on a free contract is...
Man, you will take him.
No, bro. There's bare teams.
Man, you will take him.
Lewandowski went to Barcelona at 34, and he's banging in goals for fun. Benzema is 35.
I will take him.
Goals, bro.
I will take him at Liverpool.
It's not the same.
I will take him hands down.
And he's never had pace.
No.
So the difference of slowing down at a certain age, it's not the same.
He's evolved. He's evolved his game.
It's more to the point for me. Like, what kind of contract can he command now, as a guy that's still in his prime, as in 18 months' time, where he's slightly older? Will he?
I don't think it's gonna matter. I don't think it's gonna matter.
Not old no more.
It's not even old. He wants trophies. I don't think the contract is gonna. Yeah, contract's not gonna be an issue. Bayern Munich won him.
It's just
Bayern Munich will say, you come here, the first season you come here, you're gonna win the league. So he's got his title already.
Yeah, that's true.
So in that regard,
anyone wins the title first,
it doesn't matter.
It's just Tottenham, man.
But on another note, for you guys, Son scoring 2 goals, that must be a bit better.
It's a relief because we have been overly reliant on Kane's goals and set pieces and set piece goals this season. So it's good to see Kane. It's good to see Son. Looking, he was on it. Like he needed something.
You can see from the start.
He looked sharp.
He was more like himself. Yeah. Even off the ball, he was more like himself with what he's doing.
Is it because Kane wasn't there?
No, I don't think so.
Because he was the main man.
No, in the previous match they got their link up and Son assisted Kane. So
Okay.
I don't think
So it's coming back. It's coming back bit by bit.
Yeah,
It's
I think
confidence, and,
yes,
and he alluded to it in the post-match
interview,
interview.
yeah.
He was basically saying that you go through loss of confidence, and you just need to go back to doing what you do best and just keep grinding. And to be fair, it's not like he hasn't been working hard. It's just little things that he was doing normally would be second nature. That first touch was loose. It's like when he's on it, don't have to think about his first touch. It's just on it, and he's able to get past people. Wasn't beating people even in that time that he's been on form. So that's when you start seeing those things that you can see why there was a loss of confidence. And hopefully, I know it's Preston and it's a lower division, it's only Championship, but still, it's confidence is about playing against your opposition and doing your bit for the team. So
good start for Danjuma. Scores his first game.
It's always good to score on your debut. That's always going to give you a positive. It's going to get the fans on your side as well. So that's a good thing.
I said to Darryl, I like the way he was talking to man, letting them know when he was upset with the service that he was getting, telling them how he wants the ball and this is when I need to receive it. This is what I want to be able to do. So I like the fact that he's coming there with confidence. We need some alphas in this team because there's a lot of men that when things aren't going well, they just disappear from the game. So it's good to see someone come in and hit the ground running. We haven't had many players do that.
Yeah, well, the only problem is that you worry because obviously the same thing happened with Bergwijn. He came in, scored his goal early against City, and then.
But it wasn't a Conte signing, though, was he?
No.
So he was already there. So this is something Conte actually wants, and Conte always relies on the players that he wants. That's his
it's
thing.
Weird because you wonder how this went down because obviously Everton were in pole position. So I'm wondering if Conte went. How come Everton are able to sign this Danjuma?
Well, you guys were like, you know what?
Well,
Liverpool did this last season. Let's see if we can do this exact same thing.
Well, the truth of the matter is, even on the last podcast that we did, I said I don't understand why Danjuma was going to Everton.
Yeah.
The next, he's coming to us.
It was the same night, in fact.
Yeah, it's kind of like the way that Chelsea been hijacking. We just obviously thought we'd go and hijack Everton. I know there's some bad blood from the summer with the Richarlison deal and the whole Gordon part of it as well. So I saw Everton fans online were going mad. They were going ham, basically.
That's because
for doing it.
Bro,
people started messaging him, didn't they?
Yeah.
People messaged him, and it was like, "I'll do the best I can for Everton. Now I'm at Everton."
Yeah,
people screenshotting and everything. So.
It feels like the same thing happened to us with William. To be honest.
Oh, yeah, he did his medical everything.
Yeah. So. Yeah. But yeah, it was a scuff shot, but a goal on your debut. Yeah. Get the confidence, get the fans on the side.
Right place at the right time.
I don't think he's going to be a starter. I just think he's squad depth.
Seems like he's someone that can come on and change a game though.
Yeah,
which
we haven't got. Yeah, but it's not where I would have improved if we could this transfer window.
It wasn't an area of need.
No,
but it was an area of why not take him because we need more.
And it's a loan as well. So,
but you think you got 30 million option to buy. As well.
So if he smashes it, then you never know. So, but yeah, no, it wasn't an easy game. Let's be realistic. We controlled the game quite well, and that's the thing because basically. Preston just sat back, played with a back five, defended, were very organised. And sometimes that works, obviously, in the FA Cup, where if you can do that and then nick a goal on the counter or a set piece or something like that. So there was always that worry. And I feel in the first half, we were playing too slow. We weren't really getting at them, weren't moving the ball fast enough. And they were still very much in it at half time. And then once again, 45-minute team. The second half, come out, scores 3 goals. So it's good. It's good to be in the next round. It's good to see Son get his 2 goals. Good to see Danjuma get a goal on debut. And so it's positives. And Kane was rested. So we roll on to the Premier League next week and hopefully start building from this and confidence.
So it's all positives for you. But for me, well, the only positive is we didn't get slapped up like I thought we were doing. But I said Matoma. Would do his thing.
This guy.
And first half, I felt sorry for Trent. Because as much as Trent gets this by defending, the way Matoma dribbles, like people have said, he's actually got a degree in dribbling. So it's crazy. He did his dissertation on dribbling in university.
You're being dead serious.
I'm being dead serious.
Metaphors.
That was his dissertation on dribbling. But when you actually watch him, his balance, like you don't know which way he's gonna go. and it makes it so hard for anyone to stop him.
Doesn't discriminate.
No, so we had to double up, and even the second person came in too late. He's then able to pop it off. So up until 90 minutes, I was like, you know what, Trent got taken off. I was like, we've done well. We've done well
The thing
to
is,
get past it.
James, in that situation there, yeah,
Mm.
we know Trent's weaknesses and attackers getting at him, taking him on. He's weak to that.
But don't get me wrong, Trent didn't have a bad game today. It wasn't
it
a case where he was getting killed. It was.
You know
Trent did
that
well.
he's liable to that kind of stuff when he plays against certain people. So, do you think maybe you should go with a different option when you come against people like?
I think you need
like
extra protection sometimes. But
He got it.
but the thing is, if you're
Matoma's
doing
one
that
of those
extra
guys.
protection and you're doubling up, it's going to impact you elsewhere. And then if you're doubling up and, like James said, your midfield's the problem, that's not going to help.
But
It
it's not
was
necessarily
better,
doubling up
Yeah,
because
it
you
was-
think about it, when the reason why Trent was so successful is because he had the Liverpool midfield would cover the areas that he vacated when he was able to push forward. We know that Trent is not a defensive fullback, so if he spends most of his time defending, the qualities that he has and that he is able to bring to Liverpool is going forward. If he's just defending all day, he's ineffectual because he's not amazing at defending. When he's bombing forward, getting crosses in, playing long balls and crossfield passes, you know what he's going to bring. But if he's literally just, I've got to defend Matoma all day, you might as well bring him off.
Yeah, but the thing is, the midfield worked. Keita did a good job on the right-hand side, attacking and also getting in the right areas. I say it all the time. He's one of our best at closing off passing lanes and interceptions. And he showed it again today. So there wasn't as much time for Matoma to actually really, really get in. He had his wins every now and again, but nothing ever came of it in that regard. But for me, it was just the balance. Liverpool were known, we attack either right side, left side, people are getting in. The striker comes in, and it's that red arrows going down the side. As good as Harvey Elliott is as a technical footballer, there was no point. He scored his goal.
It was a good goal as well.
Before he scored his goal, I was cussing.
It was a good run.
It was a good run, but
And
problem is,
Salah's a good ball.
but it's predictable. So during the game, it's predictable that okay, cool, we're gonna look for Salah because we're not gonna go look for Harvey Elliott down the wing. That's not gonna work. So they knew that. So they squeezed that part of the pitch, and that part was always empty, and we didn't utilize it because it was never gonna happen. So even Gakpo kept going down the right hand side. So you had everything over this side of the pitch, and then when they attacked us, they had space to attack us as well.
But the reason he's going over to that side is because obviously they've compacted it. Salah's not going to be able to do anything with him, so he has to go and help him.
But it's smart.
Yeah, it's very clever.
Because we had width. We have no width anymore. So as much as people say our attack is really bad, it is because we need Diaz, we need Jota, we need Ronaldo back. And it's not helping us at the moment. And first half, I would say they shaded it. Second half, we were in more control of the game. Like even when they scored their goal,
you lost to a deflection and a last-minute goal. Really
fantastic goal.
Yeah. And the deflection was really unfortunate because
it was weren't going in.
Yeah,
it was
definitely
It was very enough wide, so it was unlucky. But it wasn't like the league game where they just destroyed you.
They taught us a lesson in that game. But you saw, but even the goal, the winning goal, the defending was atrocious.
Terrible.
I mean, Estupinian is there.
Yeah,
he's there out wide.
Free as a
No
bird.
one even
Free as
touches
a bird.
him. Even if he didn't get it, the centre back, what's his name, who scored the goal, the captain, Lewis Dunk had peeled round, and he could have got it and crossed it over. And then I like Gomez, but he looked shook. It's a good piece of skill, but you know, no, it's right.
He committed to a shot,
and he turned his back, and he made himself smaller.
To be honest,
You don't want to give away a handball, but he made himself so much smaller that he gave him the option to do that. If you're skillful enough, you're gonna dummy it.
Do you know what it is though?
It was a great finish. I'm not gonna deny the finish. It was a great finish.
The thing is, the first touch was so good that Gomez would have expected a shot.
Yeah.
Because the touch was so good, he
He
set
put
himself
him-
up for the shot.
Right.
Then the second touch then just killed him, and then the finish was
So
so quick. Like
I don't know.
woo!
Like I think I just say to myself, I think if it was Konate who was there, he would have made himself bigger.
Yeah.
He wouldn't have turned. He would have gone in towards him to block it.
Yeah.
Rather than turning and I don't want to give away a penalty and block. Like the top centre backs, Terry, Ferdinand, all them guys would have done that. Actually, Ferdinand, I've seen him turn it back a few times. To be fair.
Yeah.
But those forceful centre backs would have done that. He's not that guy. So again, it's not his
To be honest,
major fault for us conceding that goal
Canate
because it's a great piece of skill.
could have probably given away a penny in that situation. Though.
Possibly, but you very rarely see them giving them when they go in forward.
Point
Like,
blank.
he very rarely he could have got sent off in that game because there was a part when he was running through on goal with McAllister and he just came into like side to side, but it was slightly to his back and he used his forearm and barged him out of the way. And I was like, oh, but luckily it wasn't in the penalty box because VAR didn't check it because it wasn't in the if it was in the penalty box, it might have been different. But we had a few other issues. Fabinho was lucky to stay on the pitch because that was a leg breaker they had on Ferguson to the point where Fabinho was like, his facial expressions, he looked like he was about to cry.
You knew done wrong.
Yeah, he looked like he broke his leg.
Sometimes guilt really shows the face of a player. And
so we caught a blight because I cannot understand how VAR can look at that, see the ankle bends, see his foot was nowhere near the ball, and think, okay, you know what, that's fine. That was a red card. So we got out of jail, but like I said, positives, we didn't get beaten bad like we did last time. And the second positive of the game was we actually played better. It worries me that we're relying on an 18-year-old defensive midfielder to replace Fabinho right now. All well and good if he keeps on doing it, because credit to him again, by Čečić, early yellow card at 15th minute.
Yeah,
and he had to hold it, and he
held it
still
well.
winning challenges.
Yeah, he held it well as well, because I thought when that happened, I was like, big game. Obviously, we've seen what Brighton's done to them before, and he's got and now hold a yellow card from now till late in the game, and he showed mature shoulders there, and he still, like you said, he still won his battles even with that yellow card. So he was sensible with his tackles and his decision making, which again shows how much of a wise head he's got on for such a young player. So I wouldn't be too worried about.
Don't worry about the age.
If you're old enough, you're good enough.
It's true. Because no one's worried about Gavi's age and Pedro's age.
No one's worried about Owen and Rooney and all them.
But you know when it's a defensive midfielder, it feels a bit different, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want that. Some people are smarter with it. Like if that's a Champions League game, there'll be some European teams that will get him that second yellow card.
Oh yeah, of course.
Imagine Atletico Madrid. If he's on a second yellow card against Atletico Madrid, he's getting sent off. So it's good that he's learning in that regards. But I don't know. That's our best midfield. As bad as it may sound, it may look a bit like that your best midfield. But I've always been a fan of Keita. He's not a world beater, but he's doing the job we need him to do. He has the energy. He has the ability to cover ground. Henderson came on, and there's times where he's hoofing it, and you're thinking, why are you hoofing it? Just pass to someone. But there was a funny bit where by Čečić, he was there. And by Čečić, I don't know if he did it on purpose, he didn't pass him the ball. He passed it out to Trent, and Henderson was like, I'm here. And in my head, I'm thinking, by Čečić was thinking, I don't know what you're going to do with the ball. I don't know if you're going to pass it back. I want the ball to go forward, I pass it to Trent, and it's going to go down. If I give it to you, you're probably going to pass it back to the goalkeeper, and then we're going to start over again. So I give him credit for that, because he saw the forward pass, and he's like, you're captain, but you're not getting the ball.
I honestly don't know.
Bro, you see man in training every day. You know what game he plays.
We've seen it with Hendo in England, where man don't want to give him the ball. So it's not nothing new. I don't know what's going on with Hendo.
He has a specific.
I think he's reached that mark.
I think he's done that. Skill set.
For me, next season, Milner goes and Henderson becomes Milner. Henderson becomes the guy that comes in late in games and finishes the game shows up.
So does he still stay club captain?
Yeah, you don't need to change captain. Club captains, look at Lascelles. Lascelles is still club captain.
On pitch nowadays, you don't need to. You don't need to. Like, there's enough heads on the pitch to represent and.
Your team's got leaders. Yeah. It doesn't matter necessarily who's got the armband on.
It just means Van Dijk will have to step up because it will fall to Van Dijk to be the next captain, and then after that it's After that it's Robbo. So those guys have to step up and be leaders like they are being now. But again, we're out of the cup. I'm not happy about it because it's a cup we could win. And
you're the holders, bro. You're the holders.
But it's like the first time we've got. Last year was like the first time we got beyond the 5th round. Or something like that. We took it seriously last year because we had the squad to do it. Last year,
I think you took it seriously this year. Look at the squads that he's played.
That's because we had to.
Well, you injuries, isn't it?
Yeah,
so you have to.
Yeah, exactly. We couldn't really rotate apart from putting kids. Whereas last year we could have a team with Minamino, we could have Milner because he was fit. You could have Ox when he was fit. You had Origi. They're still good enough to play a Brighton of old. The Brighton now, yeah, probably would have seen off better than we did today. But Champions League is our only hope now, and Real Madrid, I'm not looking forward to that. We need guys back.
That's going to be a tough game. But you might have guys back by then.
We will have
a few
2
weeks.
Yeah.
We'll have Jota back, hopefully, if he doesn't have another setback, and we'll have Van Dijk back. So hopefully it makes a difference, and then we can have a left wing again, and we can have actual balance. Because until we get balance, our teams are going to be smart enough to work it out and condense the pitch, and then we'll be struggling. Like Gakpo, people don't like what they're seeing, saying it's a waste of money.
It's still time.
Like I think I asked you I might message you. Did we make a mistake? Should we go for Gakpo or Danjuma? For Liverpool, who's the better signing? But for our style of play, Danjuma's probably better. Put him on the left wing, let him do his job. Style
of play.
But you didn't say Danjuma before. You were saying Mudryk.
No, I'm saying I think I messaged you after you guys have signed it.
Yeah.
Like obviously we've been linked for him for 18 months. The guy was on loan. Like I can keep going on. Weston McKennie, we need a defensive midfielder. And Weston McKennie's going to Leeds on loan, 1.2 million loan. Come on.
But maybe Klopp don't think he's good enough for Liverpool.
Listen, he is. For 6 months
to
get us through.
We was linked with Weston McKennie.
I know, for a long time. And then we got Bentancur, because that was before Bentancur came.
And that's worked out. That's one thing from our game, I have to say. The rotation was good.
It was. And when people came on, they like Skip came on, did well.
Yeah.
Emerson actually did it right when he came on.
Yeah.
Emerson actually has looked better.
Emerson in the last couple of games has looked better, and I think he's shown that actually maybe he's not the one to get rid of. Maybe Doherty's the one to get rid of.
He's no longer a black hole when he gets the ball.
No, he maintains possession. He doesn't do anything great with it.
No, go
but just don't lose it.
Yeah,
just don't lose
Don't
it.
do stupid stuff.
Yeah, just don't lose the ball.
Sanchez.
Hopefully. He's done. He should be done.
Sanchez needs to be gone.
I don't know. Like he still makes me nervous when he's playing.
Bro, all the time.
Still makes.
And he was playing the centre of the 3 yesterday. So, boy, yeah, man, we still need defenders.
But anyway, congratulations to you guys. You guys are through.
Well, got hope of something. Still got hope of.
We've got no
maybe a trophy finally.
Because if we could get to the semis and then Levy pulls the plug again and gets Ryan Mason to take over on it.
Well, back to the league this weekend. Yep. So, good luck with you guys, and hopefully we actually get another win under our belts. Because we've got Wolves. We've got Wolves again. So hopefully we'll get some 3 points.
We'll be back to talk about that next week.
Cool. All right, guys.
Let's enjoy this week. Well, as Spurs fans, we can, Leon. We'll enjoy this week.
Yeah.
Still have a chance of winning a trophy finally. Maybe get those cobblers out of that cabinet.
Boy.
Because realistically, the FA Cup
some Black Widows in there, mate.
Yeah, FA Cup really is our only realistic chance. Because Champions League, that's a stretch, and the league, nothing's happening there. Obviously, like if we finish top 4, we'll be lucky. So,
cool. Right. Well, once again, thanks for being here today. We'll see if we can do any more like this, but it's been good. Yeah,
let us know online in the comments whether you like when we're in one space together, talking and chatting, and you get more reaction between us, or if the online segments of different cameras work for you. Just let us know, because we're here for you to make your viewing pleasures and knowledge about our knowledge for football entertaining for you. So let us know what you think. Cool. Peace. Later. See you later. So I'll tell you what you spoke. What you need to speak about.